What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, the Bad Diggity Dizzle, back with another New York Giants video. I found myself with some time to do this today. I had a lot of running around to do this morning. Not going to the family's house. 4 o'clock to watch the big game today. Happy Super Bowl Sunday to everybody out there. Wish this team was playing in the big game today. That would be unbelievable. We're going to be there in a couple of seasons, Giants fans. Don't worry about it. We're going to talk about my dream scenario for the draft real quick, and I would love to know your dream scenario as well. First and foremost, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that made that Lakers stream a record-setting stream last night. We had over 7,500 people in there at one point to watch a double overtime thriller between the Lakers and the Pistons. Lakers, of course, came out with the W. A couple of clutch threes by LeBron James at the end of the second overtime gave the Lakers that W. I don't know what it is about the Pistons. They give the Lakers everything that they want and more. So huge shout out to the Pistons. Half their team was missing last night. They still took the Lakers to double OT. So big shout out to those guys. And again, thank you guys for making that stream unbelievable. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are new to my channel, haven't subscribed, doing the honor, please hit that subscribe button. That way you know when I go live for a video or do a video like this. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I want to talk about my dream scenario for the New York Giants. And I would love to know your dream scenario as well. So my dream scenario for the New York Giants, I'm just going to go with the first two picks. And again, I'll get more into the mock drafts and this stuff after today, after the Super Bowl. We'll start focusing on 2021 for the New York Giants. It's just kind of hard to come up with stuff to talk about because there's really not much going on. You know, the Eagles fans, they got all this stuff of Carson Wentz and all the trade rumors. You know, Dallas fans have Dak Prescott and all the stuff. Are they going to sign him? Are they going to tag him? What are they going to do? So they got a lot of things to talk about. We really don't. It's been a quiet offseason for the Giants, and I guess that's a good thing because it means we're moving in the right direction. As far as the Eagles go, I know a lot of Eagles fans are happy that Carson Wentz is rumored to be traded. I really don't know why. If I was an Eagles fan, I'd be worried about that franchise. They really have no direction, which is something that I believe the New York Giants finally have after many years of just wallowing in misery and treading water and going absolutely no place. I do believe that they actually have a firm direction. And what I would like to see, and what I think every Giants fan would like to see this offseason, is the New York Giants address the offense. And we need to address the offense. This was the 31st ranked. I'm sorry, I got to keep putting my hand in front of the camera because it keeps going dark. I don't know why. But this was the 31st ranked offense in the NFL. A lot of people are on the fence about Daniel Jones. A lot of people don't like Daniel Jones. Some people are still believers in Daniel Jones. But the fact of the matter is, we have to give Daniel Jones every opportunity to succeed in 2021. Okay, and I will talk about that till I'm blue in the face, as blue as my hat, as blue as my shirt here. We'll talk about all that stuff until the cows come home, right, this offseason, because this is something they have to address. They addressed the defense last year. We saw a huge improvement in the defense. We need to see that offensively because a good offense actually can help out your defense a lot. If the New York Giants were even an average offensive team last year, we probably would have won a few more games. So this offseason, this is a dream scenario for me as far as free agency goes in the first two picks in the 2021 draft. Obviously, I've gone on record. I want a wide receiver in free agency. I want a big name wide receiver. I want an Allen Robinson. I want a Kenny Galladay. I want one of those guys, a Chris Godwin. I want somebody of that caliber. I want a true number one receiver. Now, I don't even know if Godwin is a number one receiver. I shouldn't even put him in the category. Galladay and Robinson, to me, are true number one receivers, okay? Godwin is a number two with Mike Evans, so who knows what he would do with the New York Giants, although he wouldn't be a bad pick and he'd be a cheaper option. But Robinson and Galladay are one of those two guys I really want the New York Giants to get. Now, again, this is far-fetched, and it's very possible it doesn't happen. I know Robinson wants out of Chicago. We'll see what happens. And I know that Galladay could be tagged by the Lions again. So we'll see what happens with that too. But if we're just going by things that could happen, or like I said, my dream scenario, we sign one of those two players, Allen Robinson or Kenny Galladay, give Daniel Jones a true number one receiver. Galladay, obviously a taller target at 6'4", but I think that Allen Robinson's a better overall receiver. That would be huge for Daniel Jones to get. At number 11, I've gone on record. I said I want Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, to me, is by far the best tight end in this draft. Jason Garrett utilizes the tight ends a lot in his scheme. Maybe this would push Evan Ingram to be better. Maybe it would make him concentrate more if he had some competition there and there was somebody that may take his job. Sometimes that pushes and motivates players to be better. Evan Ingram obviously has the skill, but he doesn't have the hands, and that's the biggest part of anything. You can get open all day, but if you can't catch the ball, why are you even there? So maybe this helps Evan Ingram quite a bit if we get a Kyle Pitts. However, in a dream scenario, the New York Giants at number 11 would take a Devontae Smith if he fell there, or a Jalen Waddle if he fell there, and they would get another wide receiver. The Giants would then have they'd have 4 really good receivers. If you think about it, they'd have a Galladay or Robinson to go with Darius Slayton, and then you're adding Sterling Shepard, who's the top 25 receiver anyway in the slot, and then you have even more depth with a Waddle or a Devontae Smith, and then all of a sudden the Giants wide receiving core is unbelievable and becomes one of the best in football. Definitely something that Daniel Jones in this offense needs are big play receivers, and obviously they would all help one another out because you couldn't double team anybody there, and it would just be a lot easier. Daniel Jones would have his pick of receivers to go to, and obviously that would help Daniel Jones out a lot. Daniel Jones did make a lot of good plays this year, and he was let down by a lot of drops. Slayton dropped a lot of passes. We all know Evan Ingham's got the case of the dropsies all year long. So it would be nice if Daniel Jones had some reliable wide receivers, some big play wide receivers. And this goes without saying, even with getting Saquon Barkley back, if Barkley's healthy, that makes the receiving core even better. So think about that for a minute. Allen Robinson or Galladay, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton, and Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle. How amazing would that be to start? And then this is something I get from a lot of, and I watched some highlights today because I have heard this name a bunch from Giants fans. That's Pat Freiermuth out of Penn State. Baby Gronk. Pat Freiermuth doesn't have the skill level or the speed. I'm sorry, I got to keep doing this. It's aggravating me that my camera keeps going dark. Obviously doesn't have the skill set or the speed of a Kyle Pitts. He's not as athletic as Kyle Pitts. However, the dude is a beast. The dude is an absolute beast. He's a huge red zone target. And again, I mean, the guy can catch. I mean, that's really the most important thing. He's got great hands. He's a good route runner. And he's got a lot of size, a big red zone target. There's no doubt about that. If the New York Giants could do this in free agency in the first 2 picks in the draft, then again, this is all here's we don't know. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, they could all be gone at number 11. Pat Freiermuth might not make the second round. Obviously, the combine has a lot to do with where these guys go. We all know how much stock everybody puts in the combine as far as drafting goes. So Pat Freiermuth could blow it up and at the combine and end up in the first round. Kyle Pitts could have a bad combine. He could drop to the end of the first round. You don't know, right? But again, the dream scenario for me, signing that number 1 wide receiver, drafting a wide receiver in the first round, and getting Pat Freiermuth in the second round. Can you imagine the New York Giants offense with those weapons? There would be absolutely no excuse for that offense to fail on any level. Jason Garrett would have to call a good game plan. He'd be crucified if the Giants don't score. If Daniel Jones can't throw 25, 30 touchdowns with that lineup, then he would have to take the brunt of the criticism without a doubt. But there would be no questions, there'd be no stone left unturned about the New York Giants offense and what the problem is if they went out and got all of those players. To me, it is a dream scenario. And again, I'm sorry, I got to keep putting I hate when my camera goes dark. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'm going to end this video anyway. But, again, let me know your dream scenario, guys, in the comments section. Let me know what you think is the best. To me, you can't fail there. I mean, the New York Giants offense would immediately take a huge step up. And to me, if you got all those pieces and Daniel Jones plays well, that's a top 10 offense. You put a top 10 offense with a top 10 defense out there, the Giants going to win the division. The Giants going to be really good. That's my dream scenario. Robinson or Galladay as a sign. Wide receiver and Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle at number 11 because I don't think Jamar Chase is going to fall there. And Pat Freiermuth in the second round. There'd be no excuses about the New York Giants offense. I would love to see that happen. That's my dream scenario for the New York Giants in this offseason. Let me know your dream scenario. So that's all I got in this video, guys. Like I said, enjoy the Super Bowl today. And, you Bucs fans, Kansas City fans out there, if you're watching, good luck to you guys. And I'll see you next time. Until then, it's Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out. Peace!